In this video, I'm going to show you guys exactly how I made over $3,000 in one single trade. I'm going to break it down step by step, and by the end of this video, you should have a full understanding of exactly why this trade was taken and exactly how you can apply it to your own trading. Let's go ahead and jump straight in. So let me break this trade down step by step. In the top right of your screen right here, you can see my trade plan. And this is the plan that I follow every single day when I turn up to the markets. And this is the plan that has allowed me to pass many funding challenges and also allowed me to become consistently profitable within the markets. So number one on the trade plan is we need to be during either the London or New York session, because we only trade during specific kill zones. In order to apply the sessions to your screen, it's this indicator right here, and it's called Trading Sessions Sonar Lab. So add that to your charts and add that to your favorites. My time zones right here are set in a New York perspective, and therefore we have the Asian session from 7 p.m. until 12 o'clock midnight, the London session between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., and the New York session between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. This is all UTC -5. And we only want to be executing either between the London session or between the New York session. Because if you look at intraday seasonality, this is when gold really likes to trend. Okay, great. So number two on my trade plan is directional bias. And luckily for you, I have an objective way to identify that. This basically means, are we looking for longs or are we looking for shorts? And what I personally use is the 20, 50, 100, and 200 EMA. It's this one here by Dr. Sweets. Once you've added that to your chart, we only need the 50, 100, and 200, so you can go ahead and untick the 20. It's this one right at the top here. Okay, great. So our directional buyers on this market is looking for longs. The reason why is because the 50 EMA is greater than the 100, which is greater than the 200. This indicates a long directional bias. Therefore, you're going to make a lot more money going with the trend than trying to trade counter trend. Okay, so step number three in our trade plan is a sweep of either Asia or London liquidity. Because we're looking for longs on this market, we need to see a run of sell side liquidity. And we have sell side liquidity resting below the Asia low. That's this level right here. And the liquidity below this level will be in the form of sell stops and also in the form of stop losses. So if price comes down and manipulates this level, this will run the sell side liquidity. This will entice breakout traders thinking that the market is going to go lower. And this will also stop out any early buyers within the market. You can see we run the sell side liquidity during the New York session, and that is this move right here. Think about how these huge bearish candles will entice traders going short within the market, and they think that the market is going to go lower. However, we understand that the directional bias is to the long side, and therefore it's more likely that this is just a liquidity sweep for institutions to grab orders before they move the market in the intended direction. Okay, step number four in our trade plan is the momentum mastery entry model. And let me just break down very simply exactly what I mean. So first we need to see a bullish confirmation. You can see that's what we get right here. Next, what we need to see is a break of that bullish candle high. And therefore our entry, our buy stop gets placed above the bullish candle high, and validation goes below the liquidity sweep. And then this is step number 5, which is our invalidations and targets. So we will be invalidated, and I want to be out of this trade if we then sweep this low again. And in terms of a target, we've got a mechanical 1 to 2 risk to reward. And this is a very repeatable target. And this is something that we can test over and over again. So let's see if we are triggered in this trade right here. You can see price pushes our buy stop. You can see our buy stop was triggered and we are triggered long in this trade. Let me just share with you execution proof on the screen right now. And let me also show you the analysis that was sent to the exclusive community. And you can see during the after hours of the New York session, this trade did hit take profit for a 1 to 2 risk to reward. But also what happened after we hit take profit? You can see price then sold off to the downside like so, and we also had quite an aggressive reaction from this level. That's really what you want to see, and that ensures that our take profit was really in a optimal area. which, as you know, is a 1 to 2 mechanical risk to reward. And this is from me backtesting this strategy over hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of trades. So you can see for me, this trade hit take profit. This is on my FTMO funded account and also on my Alpha Capital account. And this resulted in over a $3,000 gain. The total duration of this trade was 2 hours and 45 minutes. And there was no micromanaging, no going break even, just literally my mechanical strategy and just allowing the trade to play out. Because so many traders would have went wrong right here. Once they were triggered long in this trade, and once they'd seen a couple retrace candles, they then would have got emotional, potentially exiting this trade, and then resulting in actually missing out on the profit. So it's super important that when you enter your trade, you literally just allow it to play out, don't interfere, and just be extremely patient and disciplined, and follow the rules that you've personally tested. And you know, this is why it's so important to follow a mechanical strategy. Because if you get emotional and start getting greedy, thinking that prices are going to go really higher, you then could have missed out on taking profit on this trade for a 1 to 2R. And there's also some probability to where this could then go and stop you out. And therefore, you've turned essentially a winning trade A+ setup to a losing position. So it's super important that you follow your trade plan. Another thing that I want to share with you guys is all trades are completely independent of each other. So think about this in terms of probabilities. Let's say I have a losing trade in the London session. That trade will completely be independent from any trades that I take in the New York session. And therefore, my mentality also needs to be independent. And just because I lost my previous trade, let's say, doesn't mean that I'm then going to lose my current trade. And at the end of the day, my strategy only has around a 50 to 60% win rate. So there's certainly going to be losing trades. And in fact, let's say that you take 10 trades. According to the laws of probabilities, it's very likely that you're going to lose simply 5 of them. Sometimes maybe slightly more, sometimes maybe slightly less. But just accepting this from the get-go will make you a lot calmer when trading my strategy. And so this is the trade plan that I follow every single day. And if you've watched a lot of my videos, you've probably seen that they're actually quite similar in the fact that the strategy that I'm presenting is pretty much the same in all videos. And that's how it should be. You know, if somebody's changing their strategies or teaching new strategies every single week, there's a very high likelihood that that person themselves are not actually a profitable trader. From my experience of trading the markets for over 7 years, it's the traders that show maybe 1 or 2 strategies over and over again is genuinely a sign that they are consistent. And also that their strategy has an edge within the market. Also guys, I just want to thank every single one of you for being part of my free Discord community. Recently, we've just hit over 1,000 members, and thank you guys so much for being part of the community. If you haven't already, then make sure to join. The link is in the description down below if you want to become funded and consistently profitable. However, if you do want results faster, then make sure to check out my one-on-one mentorship or my exclusive Discord community. The link is also in the description down below. Thanks for your time as always, thanks for your support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, bye-bye.